Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join me today for this video where I want to share how I make whole food, plant-based, no oil sushi, including a vegan California roll and a vegan spicy tuna. The last time I made a vegan sushi recipe, I was still using vegan mayonnaise. And now that I am whole food, plant-based, and oil-free, I have attempted to make my own mayonnaise, so let's hope this tastes good. So this is a tofu-based mayonnaise based off the recipe on Dr. McDougall's website. I didn't follow the recipe on his website exactly. I had to substitute 2 ingredients, but it's pretty close. So I blended this up a couple days ago, let it sit in the back of my fridge, just hopefully letting all the flavors kind of meld together. And then I just did another quick zap on the Ninja to like re-blend it up because it's been sitting. But I think the texture looks amazing. I think the color and the consistency look just like mayonnaise. So hopefully this tastes as good as it looks. So I've already cooked my sushi rice. I had 1.5 cups of dry rice. This is the kind of rice I used. It says perfect for sushi, and I used this whole bag for sushi, so I'd agree. For me, the secret to sushi rice is adding this rice vinegar after you cook the rice. It's 1/4 cup of rice vinegar to 6 cups of hot rice. So I did like 1/8 cup to the rice I cooked today. My sushi today is going to be mostly vegetable focused, except for the spicy tuna that I'm going to make using the tofu mayonnaise that I made up. And I'm also going to be making a vegan California roll. When I need a seafood replacement, I usually use hearts of palm and I'll season them with some Old Bay seasoning. I do this when I make like my chickpea of the sea, or if you watched my prior sushi video, this is what I used. So I rinsed and drained the hearts of palm and then sliced up the sticks so I would have appropriate sizes to use for my California roll, sprinkled them with some Old Bay seasoning, and then put them in the oven 15 minutes for 250 degrees, I believe I did. I used the hearts of palm raw, like in my chickpea salad, but I just kind of wanted to try to cook the Old Bay flavoring into these sticks. So I'll use half of these sticks as the crab stick in the California roll. The other half I'm gonna mash up with some of that tofu mayonnaise and make a spicy tuna filling. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do right now is mix up that spicy tuna filling, and then I'm going to start rolling up some sushi. While that spicy tuna mixture sits for a minute, I'm gonna start rolling up some of the vegetable rolls. These are the nori sheets I usually use. I can always find these at Walmart. So here are my vegetables for today: avocado, cucumber, shredded carrot, and in here is some mashed up sweet potato. I think this gives a really good flavor to sushi. So I'll do a few different veggie combinations, and then also the vegan California roll with the hearts of palm stick. Ever since I started making sushi, I've had this little mat, so I don't know how people roll it up without the mat. I usually don't measure my rice. I'd say I use maybe between 1/2 cup and 3/4 cup. Just kind of, I start spreading it out and see what happens. I try to get the rice all the way to these two edges of the sushi paper. Otherwise, when you slice up the roll, like your two ends will end up being kind of thin. I'm gonna flip this because I'm going to want to roll the sushi that way, and then if I need this end to kind of seal up the roll, I can always dab a little water there to help seal it up. So let's try the vegan California roll first. I wish I had an eloquent way of explaining how I roll sushi, but I just you gotta kind of hold the filling while you flip that over, and then you gotta pinch, and then you roll. And hopefully chunks don't fly out. And then I've often heard to use a super sharp knife to cut sushi, and none of my sharp knives work for me for that, so I use a serrated knife. Okay, how beautiful does that California roll look? And then this is what I mean by the two ends. My end sushi piece, they just never look that good. I've just given up hope on them ever looking good. So I usually put all the ends in one section of my platter. All of the unpretty pieces. Obviously not a sushi pro, but I'm pretty darn proud of my sushi rolling skills. I wish I had more tips and tricks, but that's about all I know. So now I'm just gonna use up the rest of my vegetables, rolling up some different flavor combinations. Ta-da! Ignore the messy-ish lookingness over there. These rolls have sweet potato, hearts of palm, and cucumber and a little bit of carrot. These are the vegan California rolls with the hearts of palm, avocado, cucumber. These are all of the end pieces that are kind of crappy. And then I made 2 rolls of all veggie, cucumber, avocado, and carrot. Does that not look just like a spicy tuna roll? Like, yeah. So I'm gonna try the spicy tuna roll. I'm gonna try one of these crappy end pieces. I better try the other end just to be sure. I am calling the spicy tuna mixture a success, which means I think that tofu mayonnaise from Dr. McDougall's website was a success. I don't know, I'll probably try the rest of that mayonnaise in some sort of other recipe to like really get an idea if it's like really good. But as far as mixing it with some sriracha and some hearts of palm to make this spicy tuna mix, 2 thumbs up. This will definitely not be my last sushi video. I definitely have more ideas of some things I want to try out, so stay tuned for that. But that's all the tips and tricks I have for today. So thank you for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Be well. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. No! Penny! Penny, let me film! And put together some more sushi rolls. That was a lot of chewing. So, I try to make sure I get the right, I didn't do a very good job of it if I'm gonna say that. I finished up this bag. Be quiet. More sushi recipes on my, so that's all the sushi I have to